Mike Nieheiser, founder of Beacon Rock Research for mining clips, and with me is Kelly Klatic, President and CEO of Falco Pacific Resource Corporation. That's FPC on the Toronto Venture Exchange. Kelly, I'm so glad you take time to meet with me.
It was a pleasure to take the time to meet with you today, Mike.
Well, this is a really exciting new company. Why don't you tell me a little bit about the history and what got you here?
Well, it was a unique opportunity. We were able to acquire the entire 728 square kilometer former Noranda mining camp for in a distressed situation, so just under $5 million. And not only did we get the massive land package, we also got 14 former producers, including the Horn Mine. You know, the Horn Mine produced from 1926 to 1976, over 11 million ounces of gold, over 2.5 billion pounds of copper. So it was a unique opportunity that we could not pass up.
So once again, how large is the land position?
So it's over 700 square kilometers. It's the largest remaining land position in the camp, in the region, the Abitibi region, which is unique in that there's a tremendous amount of consolidation occurring, which is going to be very exciting for us in the future.
So it's in Quebec, so it's a politically stable jurisdiction, friendly to mining. On what trend are you on?
So we're on the Klatic Fault, straddled by the Porcupine Fault in the north. So it's unique in that we are on two of the most productive gold-bearing structures in North America.
I understand this acquisition came not with just a large land package, but also with a lot of information.
Yeah, the amount of data was really overwhelming at the beginning until we started to go through and comb through it and data mine it. Over the Horn area itself, there's over 10,000 drill holes. We were able to scan over 4,000 level plans. Tremendous amount of data that allows us to really see into the past of what had occurred here and how we can extrapolate and analyze that for the future.
So 10,000 drill holes, about how many meters of drilling does that represent?
It's close to 700,000 meters.
So for $5 million, you have one of the almost an entire gold camp, historic gold camp, and how many meters again?
Over 700,000 meters of drilling.
So that's probably a great start to an exploration program, isn't it?
Well, it's not only a great start, but if you think about it, if you calculate at the cost of drilling, you got over $100 million of drilling that's been complete that's now in our hands. And so for less than $500,000, we're going to be able to take that and convert it into what's going to be our maiden 43-101 resource estimate.
Well, it can take years to assimilate and understand that much data. Where are you in the process now?
Well, you're right. 15 years ago, we would still be at a very early stage, but with the speed of the microprocessor and the ability to compute and translate this data quickly, we're now right on the eve of our initial maiden resource estimate, and that was transposing about 4,300 holes. So you think about it, within 8 months from the time that we originally started that part of the project, we're going to be able to create some really valuation milestone for the company.
That's a tremendous amount of data. How is this the first time this camp has ever been looked at in a comprehensive way, taking all this data together in a digital format?
Yeah, it has. The camp has been looked at in the last 10 years from an exploration perspective, but nothing to this extent on the former producers. And that's what's made it unique in that if you reviewed the information on a former producer maybe 15, 20 years ago, commodity prices weren't at the stage to determine potential economic opportunity. But because of the fact that we've had such an acceleration in commodity prices, and I went back 15 years ago, we've had a five-time return on gold, 5 times on copper, and about double on zinc, which are our 3 main commodities in the Horn 5 deposit. So if you add those up and add it to your economic evaluation, you can see why it would have been left behind.
Well, it just seems you're going to have a much better understanding at the end of this year as to what the project is and the upside. What should investors be looking out for in terms of news flow or catalysts?
Yeah, so we have an additional 6,600 holes now that we've entered into the database, and that's going to really provide us with probably the lowest cost exploration and development program in the industry. Our goal is to continue to discover ounces in the ground at less than $2 per ounce, and if you compare that to the historic averages of plus $20 per ounce, it puts us in a relatively unique position to be one of the leaders in the industry from a return on capital perspective.
Well, thank you, Kelly. Again, I'm Mike Nieheiser with Beacon Rock Research and talking to Kelly Klatic, President and CEO of Falco Pacific, that's FPC on the Toronto Venture Exchange. Kelly, thanks you so much for taking the time to talk to me, and good luck.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate the time.